Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin, welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, you know, after the last video where we talked about the new SupplyHut and everything, people are like, what are you doing with the old cabin? There's nothing going to change in here. This is still our selling shed. The majority of each video is still going to be from right here in the Commonwealth cabin. Now we are going to make some clips over there. I've got some plans in store for that building over there, and we have been processing the heck out of stuff. And I'm going to show you some video from in there, maybe not today, but in the coming days, of how the process is working. We're really excited about it. We're getting way more listings up than we typically do, and we're selling a pretty good amount of stuff, and we made 40 sales off of eBay. Some of you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, hang around. I want to talk about that, and then how maybe some of y'all out there can start doing something kind of like it. Maybe not exactly like it, but kind of like it. Let's take a look. First item up is back here. I'm really glad this one sold. This is an item that I learned about from a viewer a couple years ago, and I had never picked one up before, and since I have picked up two, just picked one up the other day. And if you're new to the channel, we usually talk about 4 sales, and then we get to the topic of the day, and we get right back at the sales and have a few more segments. We're going to do that. We might even go out to the SupplyHut today and talk about our topic a little bit. This is a bulwarker. And I'm not going to open it up. Maybe I'll throw up a picture here. These guys right here, just kind of old school workout stuff. And they sell for right around 50 bucks. This one was 49. A little harder to sell them now, of course, with the length restrictions. This is going to go out on, it's going to go out UPS more than likely. Not length restrictions, just the up charges for over 22 inches from the post office. So make sure if you got long items out there, redo them. Make sure they are UPS first or FedEx. But it's usually UPS for me. Y'all tell me, is it UPS or FedEx lately for you? $49 plus shipping. I think I took an offer on this. It might even go on for a little less. Next item I'm going to pop up right here, right next to me, because this is the type of item that has really been hit hard. Really, really light, but over that 22 inches, and it's going to get you stung twice because now you got to pay for the box as well, which I want to talk about, and I'll talk about it in a few minutes here. Getting the longer boxes, and I think I've got a little hack to save a little bit of money, but now you pay for the box and you pay a little bit more to ship it UPS as opposed to USPS than you used to, because the cost going USPS is now too much money. So any rate, it's a poster, and you're seeing it because I'm yapping on and on and on. And I like to say, I think this one went, you're seeing it right now, and I'm not, $29 plus shipping. These are going out of here pretty quick. We've sold quite a few already, and I've got a couple more in here too. Might as well hit all 3 of them at the same time, because I think all 3 went to viewers, at least 2 did. Watching your YouTube channel tonight, and you mentioned these, had to get it. Love the channel, thanks for sharing. Congrats on the new cabin. Let me check out your store here. It's Luis TOR0007. Awesome, Luis, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy those 2 posters. While I'm at it, let me pop up the other ones right here. This one, I think, well, let me look. Yeah, we had quantity, well, not quantity, 2 different buyers, but we sold this twice. So $39 plus shipping 2 different times here. You should be able to look at it right here. This one's got the more expensive Scrooge McDuck one in there, but it also has the Mickey and the Beanstalk and the Donald Duck one. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for all your time, energy, and content that you put out. I've been following you for a few years, and I'm happy to finally make a purchase. And this eBay account is Sonoran Scavenger. S-O-N-O-R-A-N Scavenger. All the best to you and your family, David. David, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it. And I think Jonathan, the next one, might be a viewer as well. Jonathan, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you all enjoy those posters. And we'll talk about how we ship them in a minute. Let me see if I can find. This is Pitfall. Did I put Pitfall? It's an old Atari. I sold a bunch of old Atari off pretty quick. Well, maybe I don't have an old Atari. There it is right there. It was hiding from me. Pitfall. That was the only one that didn't sell. Oh, I take it back. Did I have a 2 lot or 1? I think this stays. ColecoVision Avenger is going to stay. This Pitfall sold for, a lot of Ataris used to not, you know, I used to buy these up all the time. Now they're a little hard to sell, but I still pick them up because I love it. And this one, Pitfall 2, isn't there a Pitfall 2 that's crazy good? It looks like that's the, yeah, there it is. That's like the second one, but that doesn't even go with this game. Any rate, $15 on that one, free shipping. let's talk shipping for just a second before we get out there and talk about our topic. SupplyHut 4x4x48. Of course, SupplyHut is our sponsor out there for that building, but that's not why I'm talking about this right now. But since I'm talking about it, don't forget, code Commonwealth, SupplyHut.com. You can get 5% off. These boxes right here, 48 inches. I needed 24-inch ones to ship those posters, but it was cheaper for me to go ahead and buy the 48-inch ones because, and I hate buying boxes just like everybody else. It's a cost that you try to avoid, but I have hundreds and hundreds of those posters. And so to go out and find the boxes whenever you need them is a little bit of a pain. Plus, hey, I get a 5% discount. Thanks, Charlie. So I bought a bunch, and I decided, instead of paying for the 24-inch ones, I'm going to buy the 48. I'm going to cut them in half. I'm going to fold these into triangles to make them sturdier. And then I'm going to pack the ends of them because you have the extra flaps. So it can make it long enough if you cut it in half to get it in there because you have that extra 2-inch flap on this end and then the extra 2-inch flap on this end. It gives you an extra inch on each end of it in order to make sure it's secured and packed in and taped. I'll show it to you maybe on this video, but I'll certainly show it to you in a future video. And I just gave in. I'm like, this is, when I buy boxes, y'all, I buy a bunch. This is like 1/4 of what I bought. And I bought some other ones too. And look, fringe benefit. This is going to fit in there, and I won't have to go searching for a box, even though I think I have one. All right, y'all, here is what I want to talk about today. By the way, my mini split is here, and it's working. The fan is blowing, so hopefully it doesn't distract too much. I think the audio will be okay. But we're out here in the SupplyHut. This is the first time I've got to use the little SupplyHut TV screen right here. So thank you again to Charlie. And you know what? I never really gave all y'all a thank you as well for all the support you've given us. We still are working on our little thank you for all the folks who have given to this effort, to this shed that we're in right now. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But thanks, of course, to Charlie as well and to Brian Klaus. But this is what I want to talk about. Selling things off eBay. Now, I'm not saying that everybody can do this. I realize that we do this because we have a few big YouTube channels and amazing folks out there like you. We sold these 40 ornaments in 1 hour and 49 minutes, just like that. And there was a ton of people who sent messages that were upset they didn't get one. And I'm so sorry, but we're trying to just do 40. Maybe we should have expanded it. I'm not sure. I actually have, believe it or not, a few more. I was planning just, these are going to be all numbered 1 to 40. One of 40, 2 of 40. Reagan's going to sign them. They'll be shipped off here pretty quick. But we did get some extra ones, and we were going to hand write on them for the charity that they were going to raise money for, and we were going to auction them off, and we probably still will do that. So this is a big thank you, but I wanted to take this opportunity talking about selling these because we didn't sell these on eBay. We sold these on Big Cartel, CommonwealthPicker.com, which is attached to a Big Cartel store. You can buy a website name we did it through GoDaddy, and we attached it to the Big Cartel store so that if you type in the Big Cartel store or CommonwealthPicker.com, it takes you right to that site. We attach it to everything. We attach it to our link tree, video descriptions, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. We're on Twitter. I mean, we attach it to absolutely everything. The Facebook group, Trash to Cash Podcast, Trash to Cash Podcast group, Garage Sale Nation Facebook group, Garage Sale Nation YouTube channel, every single platform we're on. We attach it everywhere, and I would suggest that people that don't have massive YouTube channels or whatever, they would attach all of their stuff to any social media that they have. Now that may not get you any sales, but I've got a couple strategies that I want to talk about today. We're selling all this stuff on CommonwealthPicker.com, but people can do things that can drive traffic and make sales. We've talked about Sarah before. She, of course, is the better looking of the two folks who host the Pittsburgh Picker Live Sunday show. Sorry, Adam, but it is true. You have a nicer voice, though, I have to say. Anyway, she does the Daily Cabbage over on Instagram, and I've used this as an example, but there are so many more examples out there where you can actually start to drive traffic and make off eBay sales. If you do things correctly, if you have something that you're an expert in or just passionate about, and you start posting just about those things, you have an Instagram account, or yeah, you could do a YouTube channel. I'm not saying any of this stuff's easy. It's not. It's very difficult. But If you are an expert in one niche down category, even if you sell all categories, say on eBay, but there's one thing you really, really love, like I love VHS. I love sealed VHS especially. I follow VHS Instagram accounts. I follow VHS YouTube channels. I follow VHS Facebook groups. And I see stuff in there, and occasionally I make a purchase. And by the way, thank you. I've had a lot of folks send me VHS lately. I love, you know, getting the sealed stuff. Some of you have said not to mention it, but I'm kind of mentioning it without mentioning the names right here. So thank you. That is the one thing, if I had to collect, that would be the one thing that it would be. I'm rambling a bit, but my point is that she has made a successful, I'm not going to call it a business, right? I don't think all their bills are being paid by Cabbage Patch, but they are making money on Cabbage Patch, and probably more money than almost anybody on eBay /YouTube /Instagram. And there are a bunch of people who are dedicated collectors of Cabbage Patch. The way she does it is really, really awesome. But you know what? It could be anything. It could be Star Wars. It could be Harry Potter. It could be Star Trek. It could be, I don't know, did I say Care Bears? Cabbage Patch? It could be Care Bears. It could be SpongeBob. I mean, it could be Felix the Cat. It could be just about anything. It could be a category. It could be cuckoo clocks. If you are an expert in one thing and you post about that one thing in a creative, unique way, you don't even have to be the personality. Sarah, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you appear on any of that stuff. It's just your work. And that can drive traffic, and it can drive sales on eBay, or you could create it in such a way that it could drive sales off of eBay. And I think that this is going to be a thing, y'all. It already is a thing, but it is going to be more of a thing. And I see stuff popping up on Instagram all the time, direct sales. And I think, it's not for everybody, but I think there's probably a dozen or so people out there who are hearing this for the first time thinking, you know what, I'm an expert in X, Y, or Z. Maybe I should give this a go. Start with something simple, Instagram, just see, you know, learn the process. Maybe you can do it. Maybe it's puzzles. I don't know. Who knows what it is? Take your pick. You could be an expert in one thing, and you could drive traffic and sales in that one thing and still sell 8 million different things on eBay. 3 quick things while I'm in here. One is a big giant thank you. Again, Reagan will thank all of these people eventually, maybe just the single purchases this time. She's gonna have to package everything up. So thank you. This is year number 3 of this ornament. And we're so super excited. It took a couple days to sell them the first year. It took a little over a day the second year, and it took 2 hours, less than 2 hours the third year. So, and we also have another Christmas decoration ornament surprise coming up soon. Second thing, thank you to Charlie, SupplyHut.com. This is the first time we've really filmed in here. Third thing, if you have one of these specialized accounts somewhere, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, wherever it is that specializes in one particular thing, and that's the focus as opposed to you being the focus, let me know over on Instagram and I will follow you and I'll check it out, and maybe I'll talk about you like I just talk about Sarah, because what she's doing is really, really smart. Next one is headed out to Kyle, and it is the ET pins. I gotta fill that one up. What I call ET and drag. That is $8 plus shipping, and he just want to say he loves the flipper videos, and ET was one of his filmmaking inspirations. Well, thank you, Kyle. I do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy it. Came back here to get this signature 31 bag. It's like a cooler bag out of this back here. Now I don't even remember what it's sold for. Actually, $12.95 plus shipping. See that? Signature collection. But I thought I'd take a minute to talk about this. This auction is going to end tomorrow night, depending on when you're seeing this. If you're watching this on Wednesday when it comes out. And there was one in here that might be pretty darn good. And I don't want to even delve into it because I know a lot of people are bidding on this. I think a lot of them are kind of run-of-the-mill, but there are a few in there that are pretty good. Plus the clothing in here, some of that might pay off as well. Either way, just make sure if you're bidding, you know, bid if you are intending to buy it, and that's it. They're going to get a great gift, and it's going to end on Thanksgiving, which is really cool. And happy Thanksgiving to y'all if you're watching this then. You guys are amazing. And this bag right there, $12.95 plus shipping. All right, y'all, sold some Tupperware, and that's no big surprise. Sold for $9 free shipping. Super, super cheap. It's probably going to be about a $4 profit. maybe just a dime underneath that, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you know what? When you buy a whole thing of Tupperware, I mean, how easy is this, y'all? Throw it down, snap a picture, list it, sell it, throw it in a poly bag, and roll. And this one went to a viewer, Joey. This stuff just cracks me up. So subscribe to all the channels, been reselling for 20 years, retired 2 years ago from the Department of Corrections, now reselling full-time. Please, if you would, autograph the lid, throw in some stickers for the kids, and bubble bucks if you have it. All right, Joey, here you go. We'll get your card and your bubble bucks, and some stickers for the kids, plural, so I'll throw in a few extras. Which reminds me of the Trash to Cash podcast. We did the Trash to Cash barbecue bash over there in Crossville, Tennessee, and people were asking me to autograph Tupperware. You gotta love it. Gotta absolutely love it. Thanks so much. Starting to think it's about time to break out that Christmas tree. Maybe next episode. Certainly by the next one you should see it, I hope. And we'll have to have 3 this year. One for the eBay cave, one for the Commonwealth cabin, and one for the Supply Hut. And all VHS are not created equal, although that has watermarks, but it is definitely mass produced. This sealed VHS sold for $7. It's Gettysburg plus shipping. Next sale is a keychain, one of those multi-quantity ones, and it is Duke from Secret Life Pets. And this one seems like every other sale going to a viewer here. This one went to a viewer, and I've been trying to condense some of these viewer sales down so I don't have to read the whole thing because the shows take so long, but I got to read this one. It's classic. $8.99, I think, free ship. It's $8.95. I just moved back to Colorado after 8 months of picking in the Winchester, Virginia area. I got into watching your channel when I was back in Virginia. My fiance and I loved The Secret Life of Pets. We agreed not to exchange Christmas gifts as we are saving up for a wedding/honeymoon. Well, congratulations to y'all. But I could not relist this when you mentioned, or excuse me, I could not resist this when you mentioned them in your video. My eBay store is Aussie Cattle Dog Treasures _ underneath those. Named after my wingman, Klondike. Very cool. Best to you and the family. Thanks for the tips and inspiration, Chris. Chris, thank you. Congratulations to you and to your fiance. Next ones I debated about buying. I bought these at the 127 sale. It's the Picard ornaments. And I think I paid $1 a piece, which is why I bought them, because they're not super high sellers. And my wife put a good price on them. $7.95 plus shipping is all for these. I think these will sell super fast, probably to viewers. And I don't know if this one did, though. I'll have to look. But there you go. Keepsake ornament, Captain Picard at $8 plus shipping. And that one's actually going out to the Venturas, and I had it wrong. It's only $6.95 plus shipping for that ornament. And sold some motorcycle pants. This might have came from that sale I thought we sold out of, but either way, it's 25% off. These took forever to sell, and we're into them for just a few bucks. Sold for $22.50 plus shipping for some kids' motorcycle pants. All right, y'all, Turner's getting a little older, so I saw this, and this is something he loves. He just absolutely loves sports. He loves football. And I'm like, you know what? We won't do a toy today. We're going to do this hat. Julie bought it from you, Turner. She bought it, and she's super excited to get something from Texas, which is where she grew up. I think we sold it for $17. Hold on a minute. Yep, that's it. $17 plus shipping. Bought it for $1 at that sale 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe on the Picker channel. Any rate, cool sale. What do you know about the Cowboys? Are you a Cowboy fan?
No, I hate the Cowboys.
Sorry, Julie. Will you say thank you to Julie for buying it?
Thank you, Julie.
And now you can say you hate the Cowboys.
Okay, I hate the Cowboys.
Okay. Who's your favorite team?
The Titans.
The Titans. Okay, that's cool. So how are the Cowboys doing this year?
Oh, they were doing good, but then when they lost to the Packers, they weren't doing good.
They weren't doing good when they lost to the Packers, but then what happened?
Then they beat the Vikings 40-3.
40-3, they beat the Vikings. How does that make sense? Because didn't the Vikings lose to the Packers?
No.
Yeah, Vikings beat the Packers.
No, the Vikings beat the Packers. Yeah.
And then the Packers beat the Cowboys, and then the Cowboys beat the Vikings.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, huh? Any rate, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. And you know what? That's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and $30. Bye.
And this one right here represents the first item we sold. It's a Coach bag. Pretty good condition. Sold to Julie, but it represents the first, different Julie, item we've sold that was pictured in the Supply Hut. I think it's the first. I'll have to double check. At any rate, $30 plus shipping. Julie, thank you for the kind message. I really do appreciate it. And you say your friend's getting that bag, and I hope she enjoys it. Man, I haven't been back here in a long time. That reminds me, we should... Whoa. Almost lost that one. See how that there's an Enderman right there. And then, jeez. This Enderman, see how his eyes are backwards? Misfit Enderman. We auctioned him off. And the person who got him, Sean, I think, right? Sent him back to us. That was very kind. It was a charity auction. We should do that one again. Perfect attendance mug. This one sold for $14 plus shipping. That's pretty dang good for a coffee mug, but it has been listed for a long time. And a little pill case keychain, I think. Next one's a double order from Marcella, but Marcella, I'm having trouble finding one of them. Not this one, obviously. It's right here. I got this from the Escape from the Interstate sale between Virginia and North Carolina. Haynes Her Way. Sweet vintage shirt right there. I love it. Old style sweatshirts. I just think they're awesome. The fit is always really cool. It's in great shape. So pretty cheap though. I can't remember exactly, but between that and an ornament, less than $15. But the problem is I can't find the right ornament. And I consolidated, and I don't know. Me and Blue Ridge Mama hadn't been on the same page with some of the ornaments. If I can't find one, I'm going to give you a free one and send it to you and refund it. But if I find it, I'll put it in there. So, at any rate, $15. Thank you, by the way, for your very kind message. We do appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. Now, here's Coke ornaments. I can find 6 of them going to Arlene. Arlene, thank you. She says she had to get them for her tree this year. Thank you. That's very kind of you. $14.95. Super light, going out first class shipping, I believe. So, those are cool. Classic style right there. So hopefully those look good on your tree, Arlene. We appreciate it, and thanks for the kind words. Next item is the kind of item that a lot of people who aren't resellers, when they see you out there doing what you're doing, they don't quite understand. This young man wanted, like, I think $20 for these bags, and I offered him 10. I took a lot of grief, but the reality was I wasn't going to buy it unless I got it for $10 because it sold for $29 plus shipping. So, you know, if you're a reseller, you realize what's $45 retail. You realize that if you sell something for $29, you bought it for $20, you're basically making a couple bucks. It's not worth it. But if it's, you know, if you buy it for 10, you make 14 bucks on something like that. Profit, you know, because there's going to be about $5 in fees on something like that. So I'll take it. It's about a $14 profit on something like that. It is super easy. It is long, but it'll fold. So I'll take a $14 profit on something like that. Plus there was 2 of them, which made it worth it. Here's another example here. You know, I don't mind making money like this on something so simple. It's $1 into $11 free shipping. So you figure $4 to ship it. I know that seems crazy to some people, but eBay requires tracking. And, well, you don't have to, but it dings your account eventually. So that is going to be about it's going to be less than a $5 profit. So, you know, is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. By the way, I absolutely love shipping in these right here. That's what we'll put that thing in. It'll ship right off. Super duper easy. And wanted to thank Josie for buying plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table on CommonwealthPicker.com. All right, y'all, we are going to give a giant thank you to all the people who bought the single ornaments. If you bought something else with your ornament, we're going to give you a thank you in the next couple of days. We got so much to get out of here. You got to wake up tomorrow, girl. You got to be shipping a ton of stuff.
This is the most I've had
on
this list. Christopher, Joy, Sandra, Macy, Rachel, Julie, Devin. I don't know this one.
What's it start with?
C.
All right. You know what it is?
Carissa.
That's right.
At Chosen Goods Reseller.
Yeah. I met her. She's awesome. And she has a YouTube channel. Go check it out, y'all. She hasn't posted a long time. She hasn't been feeling too well. Hopefully you're on the mend. All right, go ahead.
Kathy Esmeralda at Reselling with Esme.
She was our first sub.
Yeah. Phil, Lisette, Larry, Logan, Josephine.
Mm-hmm.
Paula at Fat Grandma Finds, Gabe, Jen, Dee Dee, Brad,
There's a lot.
Terry, Holly, Lisa, William, Andy, Sarah, Tar Heel
Picker. He's the one who gave us the cheer wine sign out there.
Daryl, Timothy, Wayne, Troy, and Dave wanted everybody to
What
know.
about dollar bills, y'all? On the other side of the page.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, my hand was coloring it. Dollar bills. And his favorite cat is their name.
That's right.
And I.
Anybody else on that side of the page, or do we get them all?
No, we got them all. And
Okay.
Dave.
Who's Dave?
I don't know who
NC
is.
Picker?
He wanted
Oh my goodness.
to say, don't forget to get your piggy at ncpiggy.com.
Don't forget to get your piggy sticker at ncpiggy.com.
Sticker, yeah.
And I'm sure Dave got one of these ornaments so he could give one away on his channel. I'm sure that's what he did. Either that or sell it on a whatnot auction. No, Dave.
Don't get it. Don't get there. Don't get it. Get our sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
That's right. Hey, we are going to do a couple of... We did get some extras, and we're not going to number them, but she's going to sign them, and we're going to write the name of the charity that we're going to do the auction on, and we're going to put that on eBay soon. So be looking for those on our eBay store. Thank you, Reagan, for reading all those names.
Yeah, that was awesome. Bye, and don't forget your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
By the way, y'all, my cart is full of packages from people, and I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe do something on Garage Sale Nation or something, but this one I just had in here, and I'm like, well, I'll open it today. Maybe I'll get caught up on the rest here pretty quick. And I'm sorry I cut off your name up here. I don't know your first name. Does that say Clay? Any rate, he's got a YouTube channel. It's Mook's Treasure Trove. Looks like he does some shorts right there. So thank you. We appreciate you very much. And he said these are for Turner, these Xbox One games. So that's really, really kind of you. I had to open it without him in here because he doesn't know he's getting an Xbox One yet. So at any rate, these right here, he said were for me. Check this out, y'all. Gotta love it. The Hulkster classic cards, and also classic Jesse the Body and Andre the Giant. I just love it. Thank you very, very much. Sold another Christmas ornament. We usually keep the ornaments right here, except for all those out there we just decided to keep together. So this is Literary Ace. It's got a little Woodstock and Snoopy at a typewriter. $8 plus shipping. I take it back $7 plus shipping at the doctor's office. We've sold these quite a bit over the last couple of years. They're getting really low. Just a few of these left. We're selling them, I think, for $10 plus shipping. Sold a Buddy the Elf shirt. Gotta love that. It's one of my favorite movies. It's about favorite Christmas movies. Modern ones, anyways. I like a lot of the old ones. Maybe we'll ask that question today. What is your all-time favorite Christmas movie? Put it down in the comments. $8 plus shipping on that one. This one is $12.99 plus shipping. It's a Nautica t-shirt. Nothing special. Bought it for $1 at a sale quite a while ago. It's an accidental sale. Just going to the post office, local post office, and there's a sale right next to it. I'm like, go check it out. Brand new, MSRP $29.50. So I'm like, for $1, I'll take it. Took a long time to sell, but we made decent money. Hey, we have been ending the videos in here. We're going to do that today. Thank y'all so very much for everything you do for us. Hopefully you guys enjoy the shows out there on the Commonwealth Picker channel, Commonwealth Flipper channel. We really appreciate you. And I forgot we have an Enderman headed out of here. I think we'll do it on tomorrow's show. And keep an eye out for the ornaments. We're going to do a couple different things. So if you missed out on those, we're going to make a few available in different ways and raise some money. And Reagan's hand-painted ornaments we're going to do as well. Thank y'all for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.
And also, I was just to say, look at what I have to deal with. Look at these hieroglyphics. Look at that. Can you read it? No. I've had to learn how to read this.
I write neat. What are you talking about? That's artwork right there.
No.
Just because y'all are all fancy and can do art and
stuff.
stuff.
No, my handwriting's not good, but sometimes these letters aren't letters. I don't know what it is.